and welcome to this episode of the AstroloCAST. My name is Jillian Grace, and on this episode, we are going to cover the 4th of March all the way to the 10th of March. We are going to be chatting about how the energy coming in is going to affect your emotions and different things you may be thrown off by as we move through day to day. It's important to know that this is not an astrology prediction forecast site. We cover how the energy is going to emotionally affect you because it affects all of us, whether we realize that's what's happening or not. When we're having a great day and all of a sudden we get anxious out of nowhere, that's energy, so much more than it is a physical issue. So what we talk about on this specific cast is how you work with those things, how to know they're coming in, and how do you remain in charge of your life. So first, we're going to be covering the 4th and 5th, in which we are going to be heavily under the energy of Leo. Now, Leo is the lion. Leo is fierce. Leo is literally the masculine representation of the energy field. It represents the sun. So when you talk about Leo, you're going to talk about a lot of emotions of being stubborn, aggressive, powerful. Those are the negative side of Leo. So you might find yourself during the 4th and 5th all of a sudden wanting to attack everyone you talk to, or thinking you know what is right for everybody, or not wanting to listen to other opinions, kind of being a bit self-righteous. That is a very Leo-born energy. So if you stay in that vibration, you're going to find yourself a lot more frustrated than the usual. What you want to do in order to hone this energy and really allow it to flow through is to focus on the more positive side of the Leo frequency, which is intuition, which is that masculine energy of being able to get things done. So this is going to be a great period of time to actually clean up that area of your house that you've been looking at and wondering if you're ever going to finish, or finish that school paper that you've been delaying and you've been procrastinating on. Leo gets the job done. If you don't allow that frustration energy to begin ruling how you're going to feel, then you're going to find that you can tap into quite a powerful frequency rolling in. From a physical standpoint, Leo rules the blood circulation, which includes blood pressure. So those of you out there who tend to have low blood pressure, you're probably going to notice a dip happening. So if you find yourself dizzy, you find yourself kind of feeling a little bit spacey, make sure you pay close attention to that. And those of you who struggle with your blood pressure control, it may go a little bit higher during this period, especially if you aren't aligning with the frequencies. And I'm going to chat about how you do that towards the end of this video, so stay tuned. And now we move into the 6th, 7th, and 8th, in which we're going to be in alignment with Virgo. Now, those of you who are in the Astrolo family, you already heard in the Astrolo class how powerful this moon is going to be, and there's a lot of tips on how to balance it. But those of you who are not part of that community, know that the full moon is going to be moving in under Virgo, which means that your voice is going to want to expand. You're going to want to tell people how you feel. You're going to want to express your emotions. You're going to want to express yourself. Just make sure that you don't allow that expression to come from a place of feeling like a victim. Because one thing about Virgo is it can bring up a lot of energy of when you've been wrong. It can make you feel like no one ever listens to you. It can make you feel like you're not important enough. No, if you start to feel that way, you're actually just feeling the lower vibrations of Virgo. It's nothing to do with your external environment. It has everything to do with how you're interpreting the frequency coming in. So what do you do to stay away from that? First, you become aware that if you start to have that self-abusive talk, that it's not you, it's the energy. So don't follow it. Don't give it more power. Look away. Go in the other direction. Start to focus on other things. And some great things to focus on to keep you balanced with Virgo: anything that involves the voice. So turn on some great music, sing to it, allow that song to come out of that center, and it will balance up that frequency and let go of those feelings of not good enough with no effort at all. Another thing about Virgo is physically it rules how we process sugars and carbohydrates in our body because it affects the pancreas. So be very careful with how much sugar you're eating. This is not the day to go out and decide you're going to have a big cake or extra dessert. Be aware that that can throw up your energy field and leave you stuck in those icky emotions of not feeling good enough even longer than you need. So make some smart, healthy food choices as we move throughout this week. And last but not least, we move into Libra on the 9th and the 10th. Now, Libra is all about love. It's about the heart. It's about balance. It's about diplomacy. It's about being able to hear both sides in a way where you respect where other people are coming from. So this is going to be a great time to have a conversation with anybody that you need to about changes that you maybe want to make, about compromising with anybody that's around you. Libra is all about that. On the negative side, side of Libra, you can become extremely vain and extremely aware of wanting to only have the luxurious things in life, which can leave you feeling like you're not good enough. You can start to pick on your internal environment or your external environment and feel like there's changes that need to be made very quickly. You may decide you want to redecorate your whole room because it's not good enough or your house isn't big enough. It is one of those frequencies that can leave you feeling like you're not keeping up with others, like you're not where you need to be as far as your goals go. So if you find yourself becoming very critical of your surroundings, that's going to be the Librian energy moving through you. So what you want to do is you don't want to pay attention to that. You want to pay attention to this. Libra energy is all about love. It's all about how you can help others. It's about the balance of life. So maybe instead of tearing everything around in your house and changing it, do a little feng shui. Move things around so that it flows better and creates balance. And make sure on this day, if you really want to express that love emotion, that you call somebody that you've either been missing or someone that you really want to connect with again and just have a conversation, because Libra is all about that connection. One extra thing about Libra is it controls the bladder. So make sure you're drinking enough water so you can flow this energy faster and really hone that body, mind, and spirit the perfect way. On to the tips for the week. Okay, so this is my favorite part, because this is where we get to take these things, become aware of what we might feel, but then have an application on how to get out ahead of them. So some ways to get out ahead of this is to make sure you're listening to music and you're using your voice as much as possible. That's going to balance out that Virgo energy. Also, do some meditation. When it comes to Leo, the crown right up here, your intuitive center, is what it rules. So meditation, where you're allowing yourself to become quiet and maybe just taking deep breaths in and out for 30 seconds 3 times a day, is going to be an amazing way to balance out that Leo energy. Now, last but not least, the AstroloYOGA poses are incredible to align your meridians with the frequencies coming in. And this is how you get out ahead of these energies moving through. So up on your screen, you are going to see the AstroloYOGA poses for Leo, Virgo, and Libra. Those 3 poses done for 3 breaths, once or twice a day, is going to be more than enough to awaken the frequency energy within your body, align it with the energy coming in, and ultimately open you up to the spirit that is you. It's that simple. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the AstroloCAST. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can always stay on top of things from week to week as we move through these videos. My name is Jillian Grace, and I will see you next week.